Amazing gadgets and artifacts of the ancient world. As we go back in time, we find technologies hard to understand for its unexplainable nature on how they were created. Ancient technologies have left engineers and historians with more questions than answers for centuries. The Antikythera mechanism, Roman concrete, Greek fire, and Baghdad battery. Antikythera mechanism. During the year 1901, a shipwreck was found on the coast of Antikythera, a small Greek island. This ship was holding an ancient treasure discovered by hunters. They then saw a corroded object that was believed to be a navigational instrument. Over years of research, this ancient gadget was revealed to be something much more extraordinary. The Antikythera mechanism, an ancient device that seemed to be crafted by highly skilled Greek craftsmen over 2,000 years ago. The mechanism that contained a series of intricate gears and dials that could predict astronomical movements with stunning accuracy. How were the ancient Greeks able to build such a sophisticated mechanism, and what was its purpose? Not only an engineering wonder at that time, but what's more fascinating is that the Antikythera mechanism was also a cultural one, representation of the Greeks' fascination with the cosmos, which was a way for them to explore and understand what mysteries the universe still holds up to these days. How amazing is it to think that the Greeks were able to create such a complex mechanism without the use of modern technology? Did you know that it was only in the 1970s that an X-ray scanner was used to unveil the inner workings of the Antikythera mechanism? This breakthrough allowed modern science to understand its full capabilities and to reveal its true purpose. Roman concrete. The Roman Empire has been always famous for their engineering contributions to the world, from the construction of aqueducts to the creation of roads. But one that might be one of the greatest achievements is the development of Roman concrete, an amazing material that they utilized to build some of the most impressive structures of the ancient world. Yes, including the Pantheon in Rome and the Colosseum. You might be wondering, but what made this material so durable and long-lasting? Just like Colonel Sanders, it turns out that the Romans had a secret ingredient as well, experimenting with other components. One day they tried this one and everything turned into great outcomes. Volcanic ash was the main ingredient in the formula. By mixing volcanic ash with lime and then adding it to seawater, the Romans were able to create a substance that was incredibly strong and resistant, especially against erosion. In fact, some Roman structures built with this material are still standing nowadays. But what's even more impressive is that the Romans didn't just rely on the strength of their concrete. They also used a system of interconnected arches and domes to distribute weight and reinforce their buildings, which explains the Colosseum design. But did you know that the recipe for Roman concrete was lost for centuries? It wasn't until the 20th century that researchers were able to discover the formula so they could replicate the material. Greek fire. During the 7th century, the Byzantine Empire faced a daunting challenge. An invasion from Middle East territories was taking place. The Arab armies invaded. Unfortunately, their weaponry was unlike anything the Byzantines had ever seen before. The solution? Greek fire. Back then, the Greek army was developing a secret weapon that would change everything, which helped the Byzantines to repel their enemies. It consisted by a highly flammable liquid that could be shot out of nozzles that it could even burn on water. But how did they make it? And why was it so effective? The exact recipe for the called Greek fire remains a mystery to this day, but scientists and engineers discovered that it had to contain a mixture of substances such as quicklime, saltpeter, and petroleum that was a devastating weapon back then that could turn the tide of battles and protect Byzantine ships from enemy attack. What's remarkable about Greek fire is that its secret formula was so jealously guarded that it was never duplicated by other cultures. The recipe for Greek fire was lost over time, and the exact composition of the substance remains a mystery. Baghdad battery. The creation of innovative cutting-edge technology back in the 550 to 350 BCE had an unbelievable footstep by the Persians, who weren't only known as skilled in the art of warfare. One such invention can be enough to describe that culture, the Baghdad battery. This gadget consisted in a small clay jar that contained a copper cylinder and an iron rod. A simple thing, you might say, but the fact that it was created over 2,000 years ago is what makes it more interesting. A remarkable discovery made in the late 1930s by a group of German archaeologists in modern-day Iraq. The Baghdad battery, when filled with an acidic substance like vinegar or lemon juice, can produce an electric current. Still not clear what the device was used for. Some theories suggest that it could have been used for electroplating or medical applications. An example of the past, we find ourselves amazed by the incredible technological achievements of our ancestors. From the sophisticated Antikythera mechanism to the ingenious Baghdad battery, we see that the human mind has always been wired to innovate and create. These lost gadgets of the ancient world continue to fascinate us, revealing the incredible ingenuity and sophistication of our ancestors. We must always remember the incredible achievements of those who came before us and strive to continue their legacy of innovation and creativity in the future. Join us on a journey of another video, subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button. Who knows what other old or new gadgets and artifacts await in the depths of history. Thank you for watching.